All right. If you recognize this person's face, please put the name in the comments. If you recognize this person's face, please put it in the comments. If you do not, let me educate you. This is Billy McFarland. He is the creative genius behind Fyre Festival 1 and 2. Now, if you remember, Fyre Festival 1, it was some huge uh, weekend festival that was supposed to be happening in the Bahamas with all of these artists. But it never happened. People spent up to like $250,000, and they were stuck out there like FEMA tents with no food, no water. It was awful, right? Billy McFarland actually ended up serving 4 years in prison for that scam because he made a lot of people lose money. Well, Billy McFarland, he is a man of great confidence, and he was like, that was just the first try. Let's do this again. So Billy McFarland tried to put on Fyre Festival 2. Guess what happened? Exactly the same thing that happened to the other one. Nothing. They didn't have no acts, no nothing. Apparently, people, before even it took place, they were refunding people's money. They're like, it's not happening. Big surprise. So now Billy McFarland is giving y'all a deal. He said, if you want to buy the branding for Fyre Festival, it's available. So if you want to get if you want the rights to the trademarks for Fyre Festival using the name, any of that, you can get that from Billy. I'm sure he'll cut you a good deal, right? Now, nobody who I know who is in their right mind would purchase anything from Billy McFarland. I wouldn't buy a piece of paper from you. But apparently someone has purchased the branding rights from Fyre Festival, and they're going to be using it for a streaming music service. Now, here's why I'm looking at this with a side eye. Now, I watched both of the documentaries that they had about Fyre Festival and Billy McFarland. And one thing that stood out to me was that when Billy got out, or at the end of the documentary, and everything had fallen apart with Fyre Festival, Billy was on to the next scheme. He was out here trying to put together another I don't know, business venture, but he wasn't putting himself at the face of it. He had a friend or some business associate who was sending out all the communication and whose name was on everything. But Billy McFarland is the brains, the guy behind the curtain. So in my brain, I don't have any evidence as to this, but this person who has purchased the rights to Fyre Festival for a streaming music service, I really think it's just a friend of Billy's who he maybe they did some type of, sham thing. I don't know. He gave him $1 and it's like, just say you're the owner, but Billy's really running it. But that is just my humble opinion. Okay. But yeah, so Billy McFarland is selling the Fyre Festival brand. Would you purchase the Fyre Festival brand? Let me know in the comments. Okay.